Dude, imagine that. Like that's This is mega. This is like we've been really lucky in our careers, but we've always looked at the bands that are playing these shows and gone, wow, imagine that, and it's us. So it's a defining moment. Bourne, he's really weird, but Well, significant life events really is McBusted. That's a significant event in our life.
Yeah.
But I'd say it's the only thing that's slightly more significant than that is Tom having a baby, which is significant. Danny's getting married, which is significant. Dougie's having a sex change, which is significant.
That's the biggest news.
And I'm
only halfway through.
After this, I'm going to go and get an ice cream, which is quite significant.
And James is growing himself a fine pair of guns. So
they're on the mend.
Life is good.
And what's this like about? Is this true? There's inflatable boobs.
Well,
where did you hear this? This is just a rumour.
Potentially,
it's a big rumour.
Potentially, this is a surplus to requirements when you're in McBusted. It's on our rider.
Where do they live the rest of the time?
We take it in turns to keep them. But they take up an entire room.
You think
in
this
house.
is a bulge? It's not. It's
my boob.
It's Harry's boobs.
They inflate from behind the drum kit. They come out like this.
That sounds weird. I actually saw there's you can get an inflatable boob at Bouncy Castle now.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that over Twitter. I wish we'd known about this. We could have had that as our B stage.
Bouncing in boobs for eternity.
It's literally like that's heaven. When I die, that's where I will go.
It's a boob heaven.
Yeah. But it'll be real boobs.
But it'll be real boobs.
Yeah.
I like that we actually made noise instead of it being a.
Yeah. I just went.
We played. We supported them on some of their stadium shows in Europe.
Yeah.
Which was a hoot.
Spent a little bit of quality time with Niall, and I couldn't believe how much of a nice guy he was.
Why couldn't you believe it?
Because I knew they were going to be nice. They're all nice people, but he was just
someone else.
Such a cool, such a cool hang.
X Factor.
It was so good, and just fun. When you hang out with someone and it's fun. It was fun.
Good. And what about Backstreet Boys? Did you hang out with them at the weekend?
I did. I spent a little bit. I actually played ping pong with Brian backstage. I approached the table and introduced myself very, very nervously.
It's one of the first times probably in the history of music that the headline act has been too scared to speak to the support act.
Yeah, because they've sold a lot more albums than we have. 130 million, I think, is the figure.
That's how many we've sold.
Yeah, we've sold. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.